Hello, hello, Danger Naddles. Also, I found out the main reason why my computer was crashing the other day. For some reason, when I reset my computer last, instead of my fans running at full speed like they should to make sure it stays cool, my computer stays cool, it was running at 10%. So it was
Oh
trying to run
no.
the computer at 10% fan speed. That's not gonna do shit. So it was probably saying that the memory was going bad because the memory part of the computer was overheating. It couldn't handle it.
Well, now you have to have your computer checked in case anything melted.
Well, I mean, I did check it earlier. Nothing bad happened to it. I didn't see anything wrong.
Okay.
Be ready? I,
Yeah,
I'm streaming in Discord, right?
you are.
Alright. Oh, shoot. That's right. I need to get the base 64. Oh, wait. Did they put it in the comments?
What?
Yes, they did. Alright. Because in their, description, they put base 64 for, like, a little code. Alright, base 64
Oh,
code and description translate to betrays. Oh,
oh.
and this is called Babylon. I think everyone knows what Babylon is compared to the Bible. It's pretty significant. Do you know it, Cherry?
Yes,
Uh,
everyone knows what Babylon was.
Three, two,
Should we
one.
describe it?
I don't remember everything on top of my head, but wasn't there like the big tower at Babylon?
Yes. Babylon was a giant tower where all the peoples of the world met. The tower became tall from technology and from people working together. And
Yeah.
God decided he didn't like that. He didn't like the gambling. He didn't like the peoples working together. He did not like the technology. It was like they were trying to become God. And so they spread the people apart and changed their languages, making it sound like Babel to the other peoples.
So technically, to Christians, God was the one who created language.
Yeah, I do not think God did that, but
Same. I,
that
even
is
though I'm Christian, I
technically
don't believe
it.
that.
To Christians, God made language so they would not gamble, they would not sin, they would not make a tower of sin and advance technology and work together. When you really think about it, it's a story of how bad can humans be? Well, no, there wasn't slavery or anything in the tower. It was just gambling and hookers.
Yeah.
There was probably alcohol, but that's not considered a sin.
And maybe drugs.
Drugs were not considered a sin.
They are nowadays.
Yes, and so is alcohol. But back then it wasn't. So those were just extras.
Wait,
It,
so
it, it was the fun tower. You
wait,
could study technology, you could study mathematics, you could
yeah.
build upon an amazingly high tower, you could have your drugs and gambling,
Yeah.
and maybe a hooker.
So, oh my god. So if you think about it, because the blood of Christ is wine, does that mean if you drink it, you're committing a sin? Because it is wine is alcohol. Alcohol is a sin.
Well, no one ever said that modern Christianity always made sense.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. And I'd like to comment that Christ's blood is not the only place where wine pops up in religious ceremony.
Yeah.
So the moral panic is stupid.
Yeah.
They probably say shit like, oh, it's different because it's religious alcohol. Fucking bitch.
Yeah. That's the one thing why I'm glad I'm being a solitary Christian, so I don't hear how I'll be going to hell if I drink alcohol. I'll be going to hell if I do marijuana or something like that. Because that's a load of bullshit.
God does not care. There's no way in not nowhere. There's nowhere in there that where they go, do not do drugs, do not do alcohol. They do say basically do not destroy yourself for self pleasure, but people do drinking or drugs for more than pleasure.
Yeah. Also, also, here's one thing I'll say before we start this analog horror. Um, the last thing that I do know most Christians don't follow, which is a major rule, is love thy neighbor as you love thyself.
Yes.
And that's like one of the biggest
He
things in the
doesn't
Bible.
mean, and love thy neighbor does not mean love your neighbor unless they're not Christian. It doesn't mean
Yeah,
love thy neighbor unless they're queer. It does not mean love thy neighbor unless they're from a different country. It just means love thy neighbor.
yeah.
There's no and ifs or buts. It's just love thy neighbor.
Yeah. Hi, random person. We were talking about some Christian stuff because it's titled Babylon, and the base 64 is betrays.
Yeah. And you know what the Tower of Babylon was, right, random person?
Yeah.
Basically humans they were they made a giant tower to get basically to get closer to the power of God with technology and working together,
Yes.
but also they were using the tower for things like gambling and prostitution. So it was not the Tower of Niceties. Well, it is nice if you like, gambling and prostitutes, but well, it was not very godly. It was a betrayal by humanity. And so God decided, no, fuck this. And he spread all the peoples across the world because they were all concentrated around the tower for, I guess, gambling and prostitutes. He spread them and scrambled all their languages so they could only understand their own people.
Yeah. Uh, oh yeah. This is off topic, but before we start the analog horror, I forgot to mention this. Busta won fifth place on the most beautiful pitbull. And last year I think he got ninth, so he went higher this year. But I'm not gonna take him anymore.
Because of the bully dog.
Yeah, because there was a yeah he he got harassed by a bully dog and attacked, and ever since that he was so anxious that he vomited a bit of times and was shaking when we got in the car. I don't think he likes doing it anymore.
Well, bullies always ruin it for someone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Busta. Did I apologize to the dog for something that okay?
You know what? Well, because of that, I'm gonna now go pet Busta. Jerry, entertain chat.
What? Aaron, do I look good at entertaining? Uh, Aaron being all entertain people while I pet the Busta who needs the lovings.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright. And now, I'll reread the thing again. It's Babylon, and the base 64 is Betrays. Let's go and start. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Did they make that a literal tower?
Huh?
Did they make that a literal tower?
I guess so. It is called the Babylon Project.
Well, there's
Today
things
marks
I
the
would
12th.
expect from that, not like a giant tower. Okay.
Was the Babylon Tower even found in...
Yes.
Okay. I
We
can't
did
remember if
not
it was
think
or
it
not.
was real, and then we found it. It is not as amazing as the Bible makes it sound.
That's fair. Oh, there's actually one thing I find funny in the Bible. I'm not sure if Jerry knows this, but you know how there's also talk about turn the other cheek and whatnot. There's one part in the Bible where a bunch of kids make fun of Saint Peter. Saint Peter tells God this, and God sends bears to maul the children to death. That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
So you can turn the other cheek unless it's Saint Peter. Don't miss Saint Peter. Oh my god. God really did mess around in his Old Testament days. No, he did not.
12-year anniversary of the Babylon Project and the founding of Home Delta. The date is March 13th, 1999. As director of the Babylon Project, reporting to the General Commanding Director of Home Delta, I, Dr. Robert Spencer, am obliged to construct this full report detailing the Babylon Project's progress as of March of 1999. Since the Annunciation event on January 28th,
Hmm. Oh. Should that be there?
Let's keep going.
and the subsequent elimination of Dr. Evans, the contamination of Home HQ has continued to progress at an exponential rate.
Oh, this is the Home HQ. Remember, there was this one person that got infected. And it
Yeah.
spread the infection. Okay, so this is Home HQ being going to shit. Which makes sense. Because home is very incompetent. So far we've seen. Anyway, some 3, 2, 1.
We estimate that around 75% of home staff have been infected and continue
Damn.
operation as phantoms. Further, through routine checks of Home HQ, we have determined that the star kill biomass has reached the temple classification. We believe that Wraith classification entities may be birthed by the temple in as soon as 12 days. My recommendation would be to gather the final samples for research and begin Operation Homebound promptly. The Deathbringer squads are prepared for immediate action.
Okay. Before I read this, we already know they're getting a lot of their money from the US government.
Yeah.
Why haven't they just doused the building in hydrochloric acid?
Because they're stupid.
We know cold won't kill it.
Oh,
We know bullets won't kill
also,
it.
random person said God didn't really mess around in these Old Testament days.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we know cold doesn't kill it, bullets don't kill it, fire doesn't kill it. Have you had to try acid? Dr. Robert Spencer and Dr. Gamma Churchill meeting March 13th, 1999, Babel site, recorded meeting.
Dr. Churchill, we're
What
preparing
the
for the
fuck?
final descent into Home HQ now. Mission will commence in 48 hours.
Good. Spencer, I have a request.
What is it, sir?
Dr. Stanley Vega of the Xenobiology Group has been researching the Akashic Plane. I need you to retrieve him and his work, but under no circumstances should you allow him to learn the true nature of Home Delta.
Understood. What should be done if he's already infected?
He won't be. He works in the BSL-4 lab. We've determined that sector to be clean, and it's projected to be clean for at least 10 more days. If he's visibly infected, eliminate him. Otherwise...
Okay, before we continue, why are there those summoning mad demonic symbols on the floor? You know what I'm talking about, like the circle things. Second, you're right, they're building a tower.
Well, if you worship an evil creature, you will build after the evil creature, I guess. I'm positive they know God does not approve, but they do not care.
All of a sudden, they instantly all learn a different language and can only speak that language.
That would be hilarious, but I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will conduct a SIM test to determine if he has phantom blood. Retrieve his lab assistant too, Dr. Solomon Ezra. Same rules apply.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what are you planning with him?
My plans of Vega have nothing to do with your job. This is for your own good, Spencer. The most I can tell you is that it involves research into the Akashic Plane. Speaking of which, have you retrieved the new info on Lucas Michaels?
Yes, I have. It's in the data room.
No.
I think you'll be interested in our findings. We're not sure what to make of it yet.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. When you return, we'll run the SIN test at Nazareth site and continue operations as planned. We're on schedule.
Understood. And for Operation Helmbound?
It will commence April 4th.
I get the feeling Homebound doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Delta Squad infiltrates Home HQ, Operative Director Robert Spencer. Oh, this is probably Homebound. Alright.
Churchill, do you read? On the line, over. Bravo team, follow Officer Rico to the temple for final sample collection. Charlie team, follow me to BSL lab for hostage retrieval.
Okay. Temple entrance. Oh my god.
Proceed with sample collection. Avoid direct contact with the Star Kill.
BSL Lab.
Dr. Vega, we've identified a potential risk in the BSL labs, required to be taken to the quarantine zone for a mandatory screening for infection.
I understand that it's protocol, but this is the highest safety level lab at home, and there shouldn't be any risk of cross-contamination in the last 2 months.
Regardless, we still have to take you to quarantine. Where's your lab partner, Dr. Ezra?
He was transferred back to the main facility.
That's okay. We'll pick him up along the way. Bring your research materials and maybe place in quarantine for a few weeks.
He's infected. I have no doubt. Sin test performed at Nazareth site. Oh my god. So, basically, so far what I'm saying, this is a Christian version of reality where the Foundation is super incompetent and 610 is very competent. I'm just giving comparisons. But I'm not wrong. You finished my 2 guesser homework. Yeah. So, So what I'm seeing is I'm great at playing GeoGuessr. I figured. So what I'm seeing is America's screwed at this point. We already saw the map. Almost all of America's infected. America's just screwed. America is dead.
Yeah.
At this point, just get as much hydrochloric acid as you can and just dump it everywhere in America. Will it ruin the land? Oh, most definitely. But it'll sure as hell kill everything. Doctrine of Mad. Yeah. I still find it funny they named the test Sin. There. 3, 2, 1. First patient, Dr. Stanley Vega.
Okay, Dr. Vega, I'm assuming you're familiar with the process of a SIN test, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are to answer truthfully. Once the test is complete, we'll know if you are infected or not. That being said, here's the first question. It's Christmas morning and you're with your family. Your wife hands you a wrapped gift. What do you do next?
Well, of course, I'd thank my wife and open the present, carefully unraveling the ribbons, and then I'd probably give her a hug.
Next question. It's early in the morning and you see a UFO in the sky, illuminated by the light of dawn. What are you thinking?
I'd probably be a bit confused, but I'd probably think of it rationally. Could it potentially be a balloon, a plane, a helicopter? A UFO implies that it's merely unidentified. It could be entirely...
I have a feeling he's infected.
Oh.
God, I don't know.
Okay, last question. You have decided to participate in a charity event for your local church. Why did you make this decision?
Well, I was born and raised Catholic, and I think if I had the opportunity to give to those less fortunate, I would.
Thank you, Dr. Vega. Your results came clean. Please exit to the door on your right and remain seated in the waiting room until you are called. Thank you again for your cooperation.
Second page of Dr. Solomon Arza. Oh, okay, so he wasn't infected. Okay, so those were normal answers. Okay, so those are normal answers. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to stop. I was just doing really loud snoring. And it made me laugh. I'm sorry.
You okay there?
Yeah, I laugh whenever he snores because it sounds so cute. Like a little motorcycle. Or a little piggy. 3, 2, 1. Page it, Dr. Solomon Ars.
Dr. Ezra, are you familiar with the SIN test?
Yes, I am.
All right. As you know, I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Answer them truthfully. At the end, we will be able to determine if you are infected or not. Let's begin. First question. You work at a competitive company. The promotion comes down to either you or your coworker. What do?
I would work hard and try to beat him. I would think, why should he be the one to get a promotion? I, of course, would be the one doing the work. He was just lucky.
Next question. It's a Saturday night and you decide to cook dinner for the whole family. What made you make this decision?
If I were to do that, it would be because I was hungry.
Okay, next. You see,
I want I wonder if being infected makes you selfless. And that's why it's called a sin test.
His answer made no sense, though. Why would
Right.
it be for the whole family if you were just hungry and that was it?
So he was only thinking, he only provided an answer that was only thinking about himself.
Yeah.
That's why I think being infected makes you respond in a selfless manner. Including for self-benefit and not other benefit. Yeah, like that. Okay. So, uninfected, you'll openly care for others. But if you're infected, you don't give a shit about other people. Okay.
See a man and woman embracing each other in a field. There are white clouds dotted against a blue sky. What are you thinking at this moment?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Why would I be in the field? What purpose does it serve? What is the purpose of the sky?
Do you go to church, Dr. Ezra?
Is this part of the test?
Answer the question, Ezra.
I do.
Okay,
Hold on. Remember says, my idea is, why would a hive mind, which I'm leaning this is, think of anything outside of itself? Fair enough.
Let me ask you another question. Do you believe in God?
I do. I said I go to church.
Very well. Let's say you're poor and don't have any food. You've received bread from a stranger, but it's only enough for one person and your son is on the brink of complete starvation. What do you do next?
I would eat the bread, of course. I would be hungry. Any sane person would do the same.
Would you say your knowledge of the world is greater than anybody?
Yeah, okay, so I am right. You're completely selfless if you're infected. No one would answer that way.
Wait, why'd you say selfless? He just literally said he would let his child starve.
Oh, wait. I thought self was like you only think about yourself. I'm thinking of the wrong word.
Selfish!
Selfish, thank
Selfless
you.
means you think of others before yourself.
I used the wrong word. Selfish. Okay, if you're infected, you're selfish. If you're not infected, you're not. Yeah. No, you didn't correct me the first time when I said that.
Because I thought you were saying that they were giving people.
I was wondering.
I was just like, shrug, like, okay, I don't think they're giving, but I'll trust you.
No, I just said the wrong word. Okay, so infected are very selfish, and the uninfected are not.
It depends on the person, but yeah.
You've met.
Yes, I would say that applies to me. Actually, I know it does.
And what about your concept of
The
infinity?
fuck was that?
Can you see it clearly?
Him.
Yes, I can.
Code 66, calling. Administer asphyxiation agent.
Code 66. Error.
What
Task
the fuck?
cannot be completed. Error. Error. Error.
This
Error.
infection's growing. Oh.
I was right.
Yes, you were.
Medical report. Dr. Robert Spencer, infection site.
Like his infection site is his crotch.
Patient in critical condition. Inactive preservation protocol immediately. MX-T750 cryopod recommended.
Spencer, I know you can hear me, but I'm afraid you won't be able to respond now. This wasn't according to the scenario, and I shouldn't have let Ezra into the Nazareth site. Fortunately, Ezra has been eliminated, and the Nazareth site is under strict lockdown. Unfortunately, because you were infected, the best we can do is slow the infection as much as possible. Which means we had to put you into cryosleep. Your knowledge is too valuable.
Now that I think about that, I guess cryosleep would work, because when it was in space, it was just asleep. So maybe if it gets to a cold enough temperature, it just falls asleep. But it doesn't kill it.
Yeah.
So you just put it to sleep until you can find a cure. And my guess, there is no cure. Or there's no way we can find a cure, because it completely took over America in almost less than a month. I highly doubt it's going to take long for it to take over the
There's
world.
no way they're developing a cure.
Yeah, this world's fucked. Unless they're smart and they just destroy America.
They won't do that.
Yeah. Oh, then again, America's not letting information about the infection go out. So it's not like the world even knows it exists.
If they didn't know it existed, would they believe it?
Right. Or if this is a Gates Crossing thing and the virus is attacking only America. Yeah. That would be funny. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Listen, Spencer. I'm researching something important with the Starkill. A way to perhaps reverse the infection using Starkill samples. It could even grant immortality.
Oh
It will
no.
be done by April 4th, and on that day, humanity will prevail and defeat the Starkill threat. Project Babylon will be complete, and we will then be able to initiate Operation Homebound. In my effort to understand the cosmos, I made a grave mistake, and I'm only now seeing the weight of my sins unfold before my eyes.
Oh my god.
God, please forgive me.
That is definitely following the story of Babylon. Because they wanted to be, go up to heaven and be like God.
Yeah.
And now they're going to try and make themselves immortal. Alright, so that was Babylon. What's your thoughts, Jerry?
Oh, they're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Random Person, since you're here, what's your thoughts? I think I'll do start doing that after every video. Then we have more commentary. I say nukes. I say they just jump canisters of hydrochloric acid everywhere. Pretty sure that would kill off most of it. Would it make the place unlivable? Most likely. But at least it'll be dead. I don't know hydrochloric acid on the environment will do. Nuke America.
You certainly seem to be looking at the bright side of life.
Yeah.
What's random?
Oh my gosh, Random says, call up the SCP Foundation. This thing is like Tuesday. To be
That's
honest,
fair.
I mean, actually, they might go after it, because it hasn't spread to other countries. If it starts spreading to other countries, they're probably going to deem it the world a lost cause and leave.
But for now, it's only in the United States.
Which means they probably would try something. And they're a lot more competent than home.
Yeah.
Some of the decisions they made were straight up horrible. Like, oh yeah, let's go touch the thing without protective gear on. Anyways, alright. Hold on, pause. Thank you. Alright, the next is Coliseum. Alright, hold on. Base 64. I don't even know why OBS crashed.
I don't either.
My V2 Studios also crashed. What the fuck? Calibrate, come on. There we go. That was odd. Alright. So I have no idea if I use the base 64 right.